Yeah, good evening guys. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Wednesday the 19th of July 2017. Just another video. I sort of promised it last week and didn't get around to it. Then I promised it yesterday, didn't get around to it. So tonight we're doing it. Again, like my last video, this one's not going to be actually on open trades at the moment. This is more of an educational type sort of video, just showing you different ways of looking at the high probability method from my books. So tonight on this video we're going to look at the same pair as I did on the last video, which was just strictly on the daily for the Euro Yen or the Euro Japan. So we'll do the same here, but today I'm going to have a look at trading the 1 hour chart. Now here we've got a Euro Yen 1 hour chart set up. I've just compressed it a little bit, zoomed out to make it a little bit easier to see. You can see it's the normal template, nothing's different there. So that's it set up, and what I've done over here is I've also got a Euro Yen daily chart. So I've already had a look at this chart. I haven't really had a good look at the 1 hour chart yet, so I'm going to be winging it again a little. So I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we'll see what we can do. But I have had a look at the daily chart going back a couple of months here. So I've just marked some divergence on the chart and the vertical lines. Normally the red vertical line represents a sell, blue vertical line is a buy. Normally my red trend lines here are normally bearish divergence, and the green ones are bullish divergence. So we'll just have a look here. So what I'm planning on doing, or what I'm going to show you, is we'll identify a spot on the chart here, and I'll give you the reasons why I'll say it's a buy or a sell on the daily chart. And what we'll do is I'll switch over to the 1 hour chart, and we'll have a look at the setups on the 1 hour that match the daily chart. So for example, there's a buy signal down here on the daily chart, so between here and the next red line, on the 1 hour chart we'd only be looking at buy trades. From this red line, vertical line here, to there, we'd only be looking at sell trades, buy trades from there to there, sell trades from there to there. So obviously over here there's a signal here, it would have been divergence on there, take the buy there, wouldn't have been good at all. So we'll have a look at that too. So let's just start off. So what I've done on the 1 hour chart, it's the same setup, but all I've added, here we go again, I've just added the higher time frame yellow arrows, hopefully. No, that'd be right, none there, can't see them. Let's have a look. Indicators, QMP, yellow, right. No, I lied, I thought I had done it. So hopefully that'll put, yep, there we go. So here's a yellow arrow here, that just represents the higher time frame on the daily chart. So if we look at this one here, for example, it's around about the, looks like it's the 13th, sorry, the 13th of July. So we go back to the daily chart, and it'll be this one up here somewhere, which will be around the 13th, so 12th, yeah, there's the 13th on that new. So we'll have a look here from this area here. So there's your sell signal there. Look, there's big bearish divergence. So from this area here, we're looking only at sell trade. So it's only been 1, 2, 3, 4, we're on the 5th day now. So we switch over to the 1 hour chart, and it's from here. So you can see the MAs are getting very tight. Now all you're looking is for valid sell signals that follow the rules. So the first one's probably not such a good one, even though the MACD is above the 0 level. It's gone up into the MAs, but the MAs are still against the trend. So I wouldn't necessarily take that one, but then again you can still look, the this one here. See how the MAs have sort of flattened right out and more heading to the downside? Here's your signal on the MACD Platinum here. There's your signal there. You take that trade there. This one here, again, it's probably a valid sell signal, not a very good one, probably would have been stopped out. This one here, stopped out possibly. This one, nice signal, would have made up for those losses. So you see what I mean? So that based on the daily chart, so we're trading from there to there at the current time. So it's a simple matter of just taking the sells up here valid in there. Right, let's go back. We'll go to the next. So we're looking around this date here, the yellow arrow. Make sure that's this. Now this buy trade here is taking valid buy signal. I'll just prices come down into the MAs, touch the MAs, signal up, MAs are up. So that's a good buy signal on the daily, and you can just tell looking at that trend, it's a great trend. So let's have a look at it on the 1 hour. So it starts here. Even the 1 hour MAs are flat, so you just take the buys, the ones that present well. So I'd be looking at something like this one here, be the first one. These other ones I probably wouldn't take them just because they don't come back to their MAs, even though they're probably still, you probably get a few pips out of them. They're just not my preferred method. This one here, you could take it, you'd probably be stopped out. You could probably draw a trend line, depending on where your stop is, obviously. Have your entries in there somewhere. That's a 50 pip loss down to that low there from the entry roughly. So all right, let's have a look at the next one. It would have been there, your stop would have been below the lows. Nice. You would still be in this one all the way up here. Possibly take one on, no, you wouldn't take it. This one here, nice one, comes down just below the zero level. Price comes down, touches the MAs, bang, shoots up. Nice trend. This one here, not sure if you'd take it. Price does spike down, touch close to the MAs. It would have been a winner if you hadn't taken it, no big deal. This one here, great little trade up there. I'm not going through the exits or how you would manage these trades. I'm just trying to give you the entries, what you're looking for. Here's another one here. Probably got a few pips out of it. Would have stayed in. Your stop would have been under low here, and you could probably take the second entry there. Got a few pips there. Another one here, possibly stopped out, depending on where your stop is, but no big deal. Your next one here, take that and up you go. So what we're doing is basically trading with the trend. You might not have taken this one here because the price didn't come to MAs. Would have been a nice little trend up too. So you're getting the idea of it. It's pretty straightforward. So basically trading the 1 hour. Now let's have a look here. There's a bit of divergence here. See the divergence? I've just drawn that line there, that line there. So we're going to take sell trades from this red vertical line to this blue vertical line. So it's a bit up and down on the daily chart, a little bit flat, but we're just based on the divergence. We're against the trend. So let's have a look here. So we're looking at around the 18th of May on the 1 hour chart. So we'll just go quickly back there. What did I say, 18th of May? So we're looking for sells here. All right, so here's the entry area here on the daily chart. That's a daily that we looked at. Sell trade, probably wouldn't have taken that one. Yeah, you might have had a go at that one, would have been stopped out. Another one up here. Now, I probably wouldn't have taken this. It would be touch and go. You've got to remember, this is all in hindsight. Probably the reason why the MAs are starting to flatten out, but you would have got a few pips if you had taken it. Now, you'd be reluctant to take them along here at all because look at the MAs. The MAs are going up unless you've got some sort of divergence, and you've got to follow the rules too. The MACD's got to be above the zero level, etc. And it's hard to tell. There's possibly like good divergence across the top here like that, and you could probably say across there like that. So you may be tempted to have a look at a couple of these trades here. and you probably would have been stopped out, and if you'd taken this or that, this one you would have been stopped out. But this one here, certainly off to the races then. Nice trend down. Now the MAs are starting to turn down. Look at this, nice trend there. There's a nice one down there, 120 odd pips. Probably take this sell here, went nowhere, sideways. Possibly had a look at this one also. May have stopped out, it's depending on how you traded them. No go. Then we've got the MAs crossing again. Again, we're probably looking at divergence here. Even though the MAs are a bit messy, divergence is everywhere. I said that in the last video last week. It is everywhere. You might take a few goes to get it, especially when you're going against the trend. But you know, if you had a go here, you would have been stopped out. Had a go here, stopped out. But then you have a go up here, nice valid sell signal. You got divergence, bang, off you go. It's a bit touch and go, that one. Here again, hasn't gone back into that MAs enough for my liking. But you can see here, look, in here, possibly stopped out, but then you take it here, make up for your loss there. Still a valid sell signal. So don't be afraid of taking losses. Let's go up here. Nice sell signal here, down. You would have kept in that trade, added to it there, down. Here, another sell signal. Might have got a few pips depending how you trade it. Here's another good one all the way down there. So you're getting the hang of it. Then we come up here and we're obviously back in that buy mode. So let's just have a look at something else. Look, this is obvious. I can tell you now, look at that downtrend on the daily chart. That would be huge on the 1 hour chart. So we'll just have a quick look at it without going into the trade. So we're looking at the 20th of March. So let's have a look. 20th of March. I'm probably gone the long way here. I should have done the one before it just to show you. You can see the big trends here. So this is this one coming up, I'd say. Yep, roughly from here. That's about the 17th, 20th of March. So look at this, you know, sell. These are all valid sells. Might not have taken that one, taking this one, depending where your stop is. Might have got stopped out, taking that one. Taking this one. Taking this one. Taking this one. Possibly taking that. Definitely take that one. You may have taken that. It's up to you whether you take it. If you don't, go back to the MAs. Go to the MAs. Got stopped out there. Then there's divergence between there and there. Take that one. Make up your loss. Take this one. Hang on. Yeah, you might not take that one with a MACD is. Definitely take this one. If you got stopped out, take that one. Off to the races. That one's a bit dodgy. A couple down here, you may have taken that, may have taken that. It's up to you what you take. Alright, now I'll just quickly go through. We're up to about 13.5 minutes. I'll just try and give you an idea how you look at trading. Now this will be this big trend up here. This is a good pair, like I said last week. So that's from about the 18th of April. And I'm pretty sure that'll be pretty close to where we are there. Yep, so we're looking for buy trades here. Possibly this one here. There's your MACD below the 0 level. Come back, stopped out. Then look at that one, bang. You could ride that all the way up. May take that one. It's up to you whether you're looking for price to come back to MAs. I generally do, but I can tell you now I'd still be in this trade from down here anyway. Not that one, but again, it's up to you. If you would have been stopped out. This one here, nice little winner, make up that loss, and you'd still be in it. This one here, possibly, depending on how you look at this. Let's have a look. We're all on an uptrend here. We're just taking ones with a daily. These ones, up to you whether you take them if they come into MAs or not. This one's close to MAs, but the MACD's on a terrible spot. Remember, still look for your divergence in that. Here we go. These are the ideal ones. See how it comes down nicely. Look at this. The MACD comes down. Bang. Look at that. Nice. Up one. Here's another one. Double bottom on the MACD. Just about a double bottom on price. There's your signal. Up you go. This one here, possibly stopped out, but then again you pick up this one, make up for the loss. Here, nice double bottom, you probably wouldn't have been stopped out. Double bottom price, take the second one and off you go. So that's about 15 minutes, guys. It's probably a bit quick. There's no trade management or anything, but I just want to try and give you an idea. Even if you look at the, if you don't look at the what the daily's doing, just look at the MAs. Look at the MAs on the 1 hour chart. See how price just goes back into them, back into it, back into it, back into it, and the MAs are heading down. Just take the sells, take the sells. Just, you know, and even if you wanted to, if you're aggressive, say you got in this trade here, for example, you got another red dot there, just take another sell, take another sell. Just keep on adding. You can add to your positions. So there's plenty of options, but this is a really sound method. If you've got the time, get on the daily charts and just go with a trade with the daily trend. You identified a buy signal, take it. Let's have a look. This is the one I was going to have a look at, but I'll extend this for a couple of minutes. There's a buy signal here that would have been taken on the first part of this divergence here. Now you can see it would have been a failure, a loss on the daily chart. But let's have a look at on the 1 hour chart, see if we could get some pips out of it. So we're looking at the 16th of February, roughly. Alright, just bear with me while I go back to the 16th of Feb. Probably doing this the long way. Hang on a sec. May, Feb. What did I say? 16th. Yep. Alright, here it is here. So this is it here from here. This was your buy signal on the daily. Now we're looking for buys on the 1 hour. Here would have been one, would have stayed in, two, possibly got a few pips out of it, not much though. Then as you can see, it drops away. So we're looking for buys. Nothing here because look at the MAs. So you kept out of there, but again, if you want to take the sell trades against the trend, you wouldn't be going with the daily, but you know, as I said, there's that MAs are splitting, take the sell, take the sell, take the sell, take the sell. But if we're just concentrating on the daily, on the buys, no. So even though you would have had a loss, the daily saying buy, the 1 hour is certainly not saying that. Just these first couple up here, you may have taken a small loss or you may have had a small win, but generally no. All right, that's about 18 minutes, guys. It's a bit of a all over the shop video, but it gives you a good idea on how to look at these trades and how you can use a higher time frame as a filter and just take the valid setups in that direction of the daily trade. All right, thanks very much for watching the video, guys. Have a good night. Cheers.